Sixth fight of 9 tonight at the Liverpool Olympia on this VIP promotion show. Elliot and Paddy Lacey, who I think we've seen every one of his fights, haven't we, so far?
We have, yeah. I mean, we were both here for his debut, weren't we, Gary? And then
last time out he was at the Echo Arena, wasn't he?
Last time out he was at the M&S Bank Arena. But he boxed here again, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been busy. He made his debut, and you know he's been busy since lockdown ended. He's made his debut in October and had a second fight in November. He was last out at the Liverpool Arena in December, and here he is again in March. And you know, he's had even 6 months. He could have made 4 or 5 fights. And his opponent, Cook, is not. I can't remember having seen him before, but he's yet to win. But he won't want to lose this on a stoppage because he's already scheduled to fight 3 times before June anyway. So
it's the dream start for a pro in terms of Paddy's activity, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Having fought this fourth fight in what, 6 months?
You know, he's very popular, sells a lot of tickets, and that goes a long way with promoters, doesn't it? That they want you out on their shows if you can sell a lot of tickets. There's some lads who we know have been half decent, they may be better than half decent, and maybe they haven't got the backing of the fans, or they haven't got big families or something, and they haven't really sold that many tickets. But Paddy has no problem with that. He's trying to dig these in, and I've got to say, he has you know, he is improving at the game as well. He's got better with every fight, and obviously there's the background to the football side of things as well.
Side of things, yeah. He was at Chester. Yeah. Was at Chester, no longer at Chester now. I'm not too sure what he's done with the football since leaving Chester, but it seems now that the football's sort of taking a backward step.
And he's focusing on the boxing side.
Yeah,
you know, he obviously boxed amateur. He was a good amateur.
He was a very good amateur, Paddy, and then
good right hand that would have landed flush right on the body where he wanted it to, but he just caught Cook's elbow. So I hope that didn't hurt any knuckles.
Been a busy start from Paddy.
Yeah, just need to tighten it up a little bit, I think. Cook's got that you know, awkward defence. Only been stopped the once, so he's drew 1, lost 6, but he's only been stopped the once, so he's gone the distance 5 times. He knows what he's doing. Round 2, Elliot. We hope just to see more of the same from Paddy. It's old Cook's having a little bit of a go here.
he didn't exactly have it all his own way in the first round.
No, Cook had his moments, but I think it was more because, you know, Paddy was maybe a little, he wasn't as tight as he should have been, but obviously the build up to this fight wasn't as straightforward as some of his others. Maybe that's on his mind, but all he's got to do is just do what has done in each of his 3 fights so far, you know, box well, be nice and tight, get the jab going, throw those body shots in when he gets close.
Which is exactly what he did there, as you said it.
Yeah, there, nice right hand to the body there. That's a shot that I like to see pro fighters throw a lot more of.
Right hand to the body.
Right hand to the body, yeah, you know, you rarely see that these days, but that was nice. Just going to say, Cook did well to miss all of them, and then he ships a good left hand, doesn't he? Yeah, that looked exciting right above us, but Cook never got it with any of them, and then just as when you thought he'd weathered the storm, he got caught with a big left flush right in the face.
Once you don't see that area, isn't it?
Yeah. But good variety by Paddy, you know, as we say, he's been getting better with each fight, and you know, you've got to remember, he was hadn't boxed for a long time, was trying it out when he made his debut just a few months ago. It's not like any of these lads who've, you know, he's been playing a completely different sport at a high level. So maybe it might take a while before he gets, like, you know, the technique that he wants there, but you know, he's got a good corner, good team with Dave Tonks.
He had a solid amateur grounding as well with the Solly, Paddy Lacey, didn't he?
Yeah. And then found he was a lot better with his feet playing football. Someone's cut or marked up there, I don't know who it is, a bit of blood on Paddy's arm. Is it the nose of Cook, is it? I don't think that was an actual punch.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's just his nose bleeding, I think that might have been shoulder or an arm maybe. Third round here, Elliot, and Paddy, he's just chatting about his first 3 pro fights he's had. One of them has obviously been on the M&S Bank Arena, the Echo Arena, whatever you want to call it, in Liverpool, on a big show, and we've got a big show coming up there in April, and a lot of these fighters who we're seeing tonight, they'll want to be on that show, won't they? Everyone's talking about it, saying they're open to get out again. Yeah. And it's not so much, obviously the smaller shows are great, but they all want to be on those big arenas, don't they?
That's it. I mean, it's a good show. You've got Peter McGrail, who's a star amateur that's recently turned professional on the back of the Tokyo Olympics. Peter's on it. Peter's brother Joe, who was a good amateur out of the Everton Red Triangle. He'll box on it. Frankie Stringer from the Rotunda will make his debut, and Harry Kinsella as well, former Kirkdale kid. He'll make his debut on that show too. Yeah, and there's lots of it's the exposure, isn't it, more than anything? A lot of these lads, you know, they want to get on these big shows, get exposure, but to get the grounding in on these types of ones here, and Paddy's done that. He started off small, he's been on a big show, wants to get back again. Oh, good left arm there. Well, that's it, Gary, isn't it? Once you've had the taste of it, you want more, don't you? Yeah. And I'm sure Paddy will be looking to get on that show, or at least around that show.
Yeah, and you know, sells a lot of tickets as well, doesn't he? Which we alluded to before. Cook here, he's got an awkward defence, hasn't he? Sort of cross-handed defence, and that left hand that Paddy caught him with before on the ropes just a few seconds ago. Probably a bit deflected there by that defence, but there's not been many really clean shots in it.
I suppose the good thing for Paddy, I mean, we're talking about that activity. I suppose the good thing for Paddy is, you were saying about the big show at the M&S Bank Arena, but there's a show here the following night.
Yeah.
Another Steve Wood show.
Can't do the two though, Elliot, can you?
No, do you know what? He can't, but I'm sure he'd love to.
You'd love to, yeah. There's the days of that happening are long gone. I think I can't remember. I think a Liverpool fighter was one of the last ones who fought twice in 2 days, but it wasn't in this country. It was in America. Yeah, I think it was Kenny Rainford. He fought on a Friday and a Saturday. Maybe they still allowed that in America, I don't know. Some back and beyond place. But with much more stringent rules in Britain. Having a go here at the start of the 4th round, but Paddy well on top. I think Elliot, he should have won all 3 rounds. Yeah, he's been busier, he's had the cleanest shots, but none have been super flush, have they? Really?
I'm a little bit concerned about the bit of blood that's on Paddy's knee there.
No, it's off. It's off Cook's nose, I think. Probably people watching online probably get a better view than us, don't they? They think we've got like a fantastic view, but we're stuck in the same spot and looking up all the time. We don't see all the angles.
I think at the end of the 4 rounds, Paddy will be pleased with his performance. It's another win. It seems like it's going to be another win.
Yeah, it seems like it's another win, and he's, you know, they're all learning fights these days for someone starting off, especially someone who's been, they both caught each other at the same time there, but I think Paddy's right hand caught Paddy then. Just tried to open up himself, didn't he, to get a shot off and got caught. Again, like the timely reminder really, just stay nice and tight.
Which is what we were saying earlier on in the fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Paddy can sometimes be a little bit too loose.
He needs to use his feet here, get out. Corner telling Paddy to up his jab. There you go, double jab, right hand, right on cue.
Took the words out of my mouth there, Gary. Solid advice.
Yeah. It's almost like the shots he wants to throw, they're just not there for him at times. Good little left hook there, but if they're not, but that's a good sign. If the shots aren't there, don't throw them. Don't be wasting your energy. But a little bit, just I don't know, slightly workmanlike from the two of them, I think. But Paddy's done enough to win, which is all you want at this stage.
I mean, if you can win. If Paddy can win, get to 4-0 and move on to something sooner rather than later, he'll be happy.
Get this guy out the way, and it's, you know, try and take something from a fight and go see him again.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.